Good morning. Prime Minister Tony Abbott has demanded Russian President Vladimir Putin apologise for his country's involvement in the MH17 disaster. They held a private meeting in Beijing yesterday as the APEC summit came to an end. Mr Abbott wants Russia to pay compensation to the families of the 298 people killed in the downing of that flight. It's not known if Mr Putin has agreed to those payouts. The President will visit Australia later this week for the G20 summit. And the first world leader has touched down in Brisbane ahead of Friday's G20 meeting. Sunrise correspondent Michelle Tapper is in Brisbane this morning. Michelle, when did South Africa's president arrive?
Good morning, Nat. Well, President Zuma arrived just a short time ago and he's already met Premier Campbell Newman and he's been taken to his hotel, the Pullman Hotel, in a motorcade. Now, most of the world leaders will be arriving at the old international terminal, which is where President Zuma touched down this morning. It has been given a $3 million makeover. It hasn't been used for passengers for the last 2 decades. It's basically been a freight terminal since then. Now, most of the world leaders will come in there. They will be processed on the plane, given the extra special VIP treatment. They'll go through customs and security on the plane and then be whisked away in a motorcade immediately. But the rest of their entourage will have to go through the regular security checks at the airport. And of course, President Obama is not arriving there. He'll be at Amberley Air Force Base in unprecedented security when he arrives early Saturday morning. Nat?
OK, thanks for the rundown, Michelle. Up to 30,000 NAB customers could receive their share of $40 million in compensation, with reports the big bank is planning to settle a class action. It's been embroiled in a long-running legal battle over excessive credit card late fees and other charges. The bank's surprise move towards a settlement would put pressure on rival banks facing similar class actions to do exactly the same. The drug which killed Sydney teenager Georgina Barter at a music festival on Saturday is believed to be a pill known as a purple speaker. Police have been told the university student took 1.5 pills thought to contain MDMA. The 19-year-old died in hospital after she collapsed at the Harbour Life concert. Detectives are still trying to track down the person who supplied Ms Barter with that drug. The pill is believed to have come from Europe. Staff at a shopping centre south of Perth have been sifting through charred stock after a botched ram raid. Sunrise correspondent Chantel Tui is covering the story for us. Chantel, how much damage was done?
Well, now, there is a huge clean-up. The entire front of the building was destroyed. Now, police say the stolen four-wheel drive smashed into a bollard and burst into flames. Now, they say that the two men inside the car ran into the Target store, grabbed what they could before escaping. One of the men was caught about 1 kilometre away. The other continued on the crime spree, stealing a semi-trailer and a van. He was finally caught a couple of hours later. Now, the explosion set off the sprinkler system. That caused more damage. As you said, about $2.5 million worth of damage was caused to the store. But Target assures customers that all those Christmas lay-bys are safe. It expects the store to reopen in a couple of weeks. OK, thank you very much, Chantel there. Commemorations have taken place across Europe to mark the end of World War I 96 years ago. None have been more beautiful than Armistice Day in London, where almost 900,000 ceramic poppies make up a sea of red around the Tower of London. The final poppy was planted by a teenage army cadet. In France, the president laid a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier, and this year marks 100 years since World War I started.